The fourth-generation Ford Explorer, which was released in 2006, can be safely called a bargain. It is comfortable, solid, reliable enough and uninteresting to car thieves. It can be said that the Ford Explorer is one of those mid-size SUVs that made the SUV class popular. The model has been produced since 1990 and since then 6 generations of it have appeared. This time we are interested in the fourth, produced from 2006 to 2010. Compared to its predecessor, this Explorer has been significantly updated and improved. So, at the heart of the updated model is a new hydroform frame manufactured by Magna International, which made it possible to reduce the level of vibrations and noise transmitted to the cabin. The dimensions of the body have noticeably increased, and the independent rear suspension has made the car very comfortable on the highway. Externally, Explorer in the fourth generation has not changed dramatically, but noticeably. The front part of the body has undergone changes. The radiator grille has become more powerful, and its design differs depending on the configuration. We recall that there were 4 of them: XLS, XLT, Eddie Bauer, and Limited. The size of the bumpers has increased. Wider fenders and hood. It is worth noting that they are aluminum and seriously increase the cost of repairs in a frontal collision. By the way, there is a chance to find body parts of the right color. The vast majority of Russian Explorers are black, as Henry Ford bequeathed. Updated headlights and taillights. Comfortable steps have appeared that allow you to comfortably get into a fairly tall car, but they also interfere with overcoming obstacles, significantly reducing the ramp angle. The interior has been refreshed with a new center console. The gearshift control lever has moved from the steering column to the transmission tunnel. Optionally, in the cabin it was possible to install a DVD center for passengers in the second and third rows of seats on the ceiling. In addition, since 2006, Explorer has been equipped with advanced track stabilization system and roll stability control. From the point of view of the model's problems, it is fair to consider the fourth generation a logical restyling of a successful predecessor. For example, it is from this generation that serious problems with electrical equipment begin. Apparently, the cost of production is affected. The electrical equipment on the Explorer 4 requires a very careful attitude and does not tolerate unskilled intervention, since all wiring can only withstand the load of standard equipment. After installing additional consumers, you can safely expect problems: melting of harnesses, burnout of contacts in the fuse box, and the like. By the way, fuse boxes in BCM, body control model, which is responsible for energy distribution in almost all auto systems, require periodic revision, inspection, verification, cleaning. Otherwise, spontaneous activation or de-energization of engine control systems and other unpleasant surprises are guaranteed. The Explorer Edition that came out in 2006 was equipped with 2 types of engines, a 4-liter 6 and an 8-cylinder 4.6-liter engine. Even the 4-liter 208 horsepower engine is quite good for this rather heavy car, and the 4.6-liter is just a fairy tale. True, do not forget that its power is 295 horsepower, which implies a substantial transport tax. As for fuel consumption, with a V6, with a quiet ride around the city, it is quite possible to meet 20 liters per 100 kilometers, and 12 to 13 liters on the highway. According to the owners, the second motor does not differ much in consumption. Both engines are satisfied with the AI-92 and are quite reliable. Only 2 points can be attributed to the minuses. Overheating of the engine can cause warping of the plastic intake manifold. This will lead to air leakage into the combustion chamber. Accordingly, a lean mixture will constantly flow there, and here the piston burns out just around the corner. The problem is solved only by replacing the collector with a new one. He himself, gaskets and replacement work will cost 13,500 rubles. If you neglect the use of high-quality oils and their regular replacement, you will have to change the timing chains with a range of 120,000 to 150,000 kilometers. A set of 4 chains, gaskets, consumables, and work to replace all this costs 50,000 rubles. The suspension during standard operation requires replacement of parts no more than once every 60,000 to 80,000 kilometers. On these runs, ball joints, tie rods, as well as the notorious stabilizer struts are usually replaced. Automatic transmissions were installed in 2 types, 5 and 6-speed automatic machines, the latter being offered as an option. With proper operation and regular maintenance, any repair of the boxes is required no earlier than with a run of 200,000 kilometers. However, if the previous owner liked to start abruptly, the likelihood of problems increases significantly. Possible expenses: 50,000 to 100,000 rubles, depending on the scale of the disaster and the selected workshop. There are theoretically 2 transfer cases, but only TB4405E was installed on cars for the Russian market. It is able to automatically connect the front axle when the rear axle slips, which, in the absence of a center differential, looks like a dubious merit. However, there is also the possibility of a forced transition to 4x4 mode, as well as to a reduced row. The latter, however, does not give grounds to classify the Ford Explorer as a serious SUV. No, it's just a presentable, roomy off-road vehicle, perfect for traveling any distance in a large company.